Hi guys, today we're going to talk a little bit about programming, about how my programming is built up over the week. Get a ton of questions about how you should structure your training, when you should do what, and what you should do. It all depends on where you want to go to, but if you want to become a serious athlete, you need to put aside some time. But more is not necessarily better, so it's very, very important that you do the right things at the right time so you don't end up overtraining or spending too much time in the gym so you end up fatiguing yourself too much for the next day without actually reaping the full benefits of it. So what we got here on the board is actually a schematic of how my week looks like, and it's been looking like this for the last 2-3 months or so. And obviously the actual programming within all of these blocks change, so we keep it constantly varied, but the building blocks are almost the same. So what we got up here, some intervals. Most of the work that I do is built up in either like 90 seconds on, 90 seconds off, or 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, just to make sure that we keep the speed high. If you go into a 20-minute workout, you have a tendency to just find a pace and just go for it. It will become very much just an aerobic endurance instead of aerobic capacity buildup. So we want it's basically the same thing as going for sprints. It's just going for a long run. So you build up your capacity in a completely different way. So usually in the morning, we got the intervals, and these come in all different shapes and formats. So depending on your work-rest ratio, you hit the different energy systems. If you want to get more information on that, I would just suggest that you look it up online, just to be on the safe side. I would not go all scientific on it today. So what my week looks like, we got some heavy lifting in the afternoon. And usually there's 1 or 2 days in between the very heavy sets, just to make sure that the central nervous system had time to recover in between. So that doesn't mean that on the rest days from the heavy lifting that I don't lift. I just go a little bit down in percentage of my 1 rep max, and I do it for higher repetitions because that doesn't fatigue the central nervous system in the same way. As well as gymnastics, that's something that a lot of people actually program too much because they don't realize how much that actually taxes the central nervous system. When you have to concentrate so much on doing the movements, it fatigues you more than just the muscular fatigue, and that's something you need to take into account. That doesn't mean that you can't do a little bit of gymnastics every day. I'd say that's a very, very good thing for you. It teaches you how to move your body in space and gives you a lot of body awareness. So that's great for you. So throughout the week, I actually only have 1 day that's off. I start off with some active recovery just to get the system working, get the heart rate up a little bit. Not too much though, so we're working between 110 150 beats per minute, not more than that. If it goes higher than that, that's considered training and not active recovery. And then I take the afternoon off, and then I'm ready to go again on Thursday. Something that I've in the past spent too little time doing is running. So now the weather is clearing up in Denmark, so every Sunday I go for hill sprints in the forest. It's just a great way to get out of the normal gym environment and do something different. I would recommend for you guys to do that at least once a week. Get out and do something different. But if you want more information on this, I'm going to put out a picture with more specs on what my week looks like. You should try it out.